Right. Maybe we'll do a question here. Good opportunity to do it now. Okay, so the question was, hey main man, how do I escape feeling like I'm wasting my time at my current job when I could have done or doing something or better in my life? Being no degree and poor as hell, I just feel like it's all pointless sometimes, you know. I mean, Aeon, with all due respect, you told me that you're 22 years old. That's a little bit early to start talking about having wasted your life, you know, or wasted many years, and suddenly you find yourself, oh, what did I do with my life? It's a little bit early, with all due respect. You're extremely young. By no objective standard could you be called, you know, old or anything resembling old. I mean, I myself was pretty lost up until the age of like 28, you know. And I used to dwell on that. I feel like, oh, I wasted so many years of my life. Oh. But then people told me, certain people I respect told me that, no, okay, so you didn't go to academia, you didn't have a cool job, you didn't hit the gym, you didn't really look after yourself, you know. But it's still, those years still formed what you are today. And I like who I am today. And those years pushed me in this direction, you know. Yeah, I didn't go study. No academia, no job school or whatever it's called in English, and no decent job. I worked a job I really disliked, and I worked like 50%. I got no money, I had no place to live. I lived with a girlfriend, but I didn't like too much. And then, you know, it's like, there's a lot of things I did wrong. But during all of that, I was focusing on doing 3D animation, learning to edit, learning Tekken, trying streaming, YouTube. You know, I had some things I really liked, and did all of the hours I put into that pay off in the end? Yeah, I'm sitting here right now, and I'm doing well. I'm living, you know, I'm living the dream, certainly my dream. So what I'm trying to say here, what maybe a few too many words, is that even if you would sit there like 35 years old or 40 years old, God forbid though, and say, oh, you know, I've worked a shit job up until this age, blah blah. It's like I don't think it's that good to focus on what could have been. But rather say, like, preferably during those years, did you gain something from it? Did those years teach you something? Or did they make you realize that, yeah, as you said, maybe you'd want to do something more? But yeah, you're 22 years old. If you're at a job where you feel you don't, it's not very fulfilling, I would switch jobs. Either just go to a different employer within the same field and see if you meet some cool people, or you try something completely different. But you're certainly in no rush to go to university. Only if you really want to go to university. If you really want to do that, then do all you can to make that happen. But you're certainly not in a rush. But I know what it's like, and that's, you know, it's something that didn't affect people, maybe, you know, this sense of status, social status, that is hitting so hard these days because everyone is so connected through social media. Everyone knows what everyone else is doing across the globe, and the millennials are all raised basically with this idea that you're all special and you all have to amount to something great. And being a janitor is not great. Working as a truck driver is not great, or taxi driver, or working as a waiter. And it's like, Those are all respectable jobs. We need waiters. We need people to collect the garbage, to work at the daycare, to look after my son. We need those people. I'm just so sick and tired of this idea that everyone has to become an architect. Everyone has to go to university, otherwise you're a loser. Don't listen to people who think that janitors are losers or anything like that. That always comes from a place of insecurity where you feel you have to judge other people like that. Or so please, millennials, like, you know, you've all heard it. You're special. You're gonna become an astronaut, but it's like everyone does not become an astronaut. Everyone does not go to university, and going to university certainly does not make you more valuable as a human being than someone who works as a janitor, no matter what you hear. So, but I mean, have I been affected by all of that insecurity, social status? Yeah, I certainly was for many years. That's why I felt like shit when I didn't have a cool job, or it's like when I started studying for law school. Was it motivated a lot by the fact that I like law, I like debating, I like talking? Yes. Was it motivated by it being, you know, pretty much the max I could shoot for with my SAT scores? Yes. But was it also motivated by some insecurity where I wanted some validation from my surroundings saying, oh, you do law, that's high social status? Yeah, I would be lying if I said that. It wasn't that motivation as well. But again, that's insecurity. Yes, insecurity. Being validated by your surroundings. So, you know, again, the golden rule for me is just try to have fun and enjoy yourself. And if you're not doing that at the job you're at right now, I would switch jobs. It's just that simple. And sometimes all you need is a new environment with some new people, and suddenly what could be a pretty shitty job in theory is kind of nice because you're surrounded by good people. You get what I'm saying? Or if that does not work for you, I would try a different field. Try something new. Sometimes that's, you know, super rewarding. But if you feel like, oh, I really want to get into like university, then do all you can to do that. Yeah, I hope that made sense.